Mona Kimura fights only with her legs, just like the video game legend Chun-Li from Street Fighter. She is Japan's undefeated sensation, turning every fight into a highlight reel of precision and speed. But how does she do it? Can she even fight with her hands? And most importantly, why does she fight only with her legs? The answers will surprise you. So let's rewind to where it all began. Born on April 12, 2001, in Mizuho City, Japan, Mona grew up in a home where discipline came before dreams. Her parents weren't professional fighters, but they valued precision, patience, and persistence, the very traits that later defined her. From an early age, Mona was different. Where other kids ran off to play, she practiced balance drills, standing on one leg until her muscles trembled. What started as a childhood exercise turned into the foundation of her signature control in the ring. Her first love was karate. She started when she was just 4. The dojo floor was her world. The smell of pine wood, the sound of her own breathing echoing off the walls. The way her sensei demanded silence before every bow. She wasn't the loudest student or the strongest, but she was the one who always came back the next day. And that quiet consistency, it was deadly. Then came boxing. When most teens were learning to drive, Mona was learning to throw straight punches. She joined her school's boxing club in the 4th grade and carried that dedication all the way to university. Her technique improved rapidly. Coaches described her punches as mechanically perfect, her timing unnervingly consistent. It wasn't long before she was competing at a national level. At 18, she won gold at the 2019 Japanese Women's Junior National Championships in the featherweight division, a turning point. The victory wasn't just about medals, it was proof that Mona's style could dominate under pressure. In 2022, she represented Japan at the IBA Women's World Boxing Championships, where she fought against seasoned international opponents. Though she didn't take home the title, she earned something more valuable: experience against the world's best. But even then, boxing felt limiting. The ropes, the gloves, the rules, they kept her grounded, while her instincts wanted to move, to kick, to unleash the other half of her training that had been waiting since childhood. So in 2024, she made a bold decision to transition from boxing to professional kickboxing, joining Japan's Crush promotion, a proving ground for the best in the business. Most fighters struggle when switching disciplines, but Mona carried over her boxer's rhythm, pairing it with the grace of karate. What started in a quiet dojo had turned into something extraordinary. Mona Kimura wasn't just another fighter stepping into a ring. She was something in between, something new. And when she finally stepped into the ring for her professional debut, Japan had no idea it was about to meet a fighter who didn't just kick. She redefined what kicking could be. For most people, leaving boxing after winning gold would be career suicide. But Mona Kimura isn't most people. She doesn't do what's safe. She does what feels right. And what felt right was kicking. After years of jabs, crosses, and championship medals, she wanted her legs back. The same legs that carried her through karate tournaments as a kid. The same legs her parents made her balance on until they shook. Those legs had been waiting, and she was ready to unleash them. When she announced she was switching to kickboxing, her fans were confused. Why leave a sport you already mastered? But Mona didn't see it as leaving. She saw it as returning. Boxing had sharpened her hands, but her heart was somewhere else. Deep down, she missed the rhythm of karate, the freedom of movement, the satisfaction of a perfectly timed kick. She once said in an interview, "Boxing taught me how to hit. Karate taught me why." So when the opportunity came to sign with Crush, Japan's premier kickboxing promotion, Mona didn't hesitate. It was the perfect stage for someone like Mona, who fought with both precision and flair. But joining Crush also meant stepping into unknown territory. Kickboxing wasn't just boxing with kicks. It demanded new rhythm, new instincts, new timing.
その点に関してまずK1ジム相模大野クレフトの浦部浩也様ですね。
Yet Mona didn't see it as starting over. She saw it as connecting the dots between every chapter of her life. Training for her debut was brutal. Mornings began before sunrise at the Mizuho Tiger Gym, where her coaches pushed her through endless drills, low kicks, footwork, combinations, endurance runs. Her routine became almost mechanical, but Mona's calm never cracked. She'd finish each round drenched in sweat. Her coaches said she was built differently, not just physically, but mentally. One of her coaches said, "She's like a human metronome. The same movement, the same rhythm, every single time." That's the scary part, consistency. When Mona locks into rhythm, it's over. Every strike looks the same until it doesn't. You never know which one's going to land. By late 2024, the whispers started about the girl with the deadly legs. Clips of her sparring sessions leaked online, and fans noticed her speed, her precision, her habit of never breaking eye contact while kicking. She was nicknamed the real-life Chun-Li, after the Street Fighter character known for her rapid-fire kicks. Mona didn't deny the comparison. She leaned into it. "If people see Chun-Li," she laughed in one interview, "then I'll kick like Chun-Li." But behind the playful nickname was something serious, a reputation forming before her career even began. Everyone suddenly wanted to see if the viral clips were real or just hype. Could someone truly win fights using only their legs? Could a smile really hide that much power?
一つ会心の試合になったという形でしょうか。
そうですね。本当何もせずに。
By the end of 2024, Crush fans weren't just waiting for her debut, they were buzzing for it. Articles called her the mystery fighter with the Chun-Li legs. Gaming pages picked up her clips. Even non-fight fans were tuning in, curious to see the cute girl who could probably break ribs with a smile. Her opponent was known for heavy punches and forward pressure. This was it, the start of a new era. The girl who left boxing was about to introduce Japan to something completely different, a style that didn't rely on fists, but on perfection, precision, and power packed entirely into her legs. And what happened next? Well, let's just say the world wasn't ready for. She trained her entire life for this moment, but not even Mona Kimura knew it would end this fast.
キャリア見ると、空手でも実績あって、ボクシングでも実績あって、
November 16th, 2024, Tokyo, Crush 167, her first professional fight. One ring, two fighters, and a crowd that didn't quite know what to expect from the cute girl with the deadly legs. When Mona stepped out under the lights, she looked more like a pop idol than a destroyer. But behind that calm was something lethal. The kind of stillness you see in wild animals right before they strike. Across from her stands Ai Ogiwara, orthodox stance, heavy hands, and that classic puncher's confidence. She's older, more experienced, and very sure that this newcomer won't last long. But what she doesn't know is that Mona Kimura isn't built like anyone she's faced before. From the first second, Ogiwara moved first, testing the distance, trying to corner the rookie.
まずね、空手の実績、子供の頃の空手の実績もありながら、圧倒的なね、ボクシング。
But before she could even set her rhythm, came a snap from Mona. A quick front kick cuts through the air, sharp, clean, straight from her karate roots. Ogiwara tries to close the gap, looking to test Mona's chin. She lunges forward, and Mona doesn't even flinch.
実績なのに、この全然パンチじゃないところ。
One right hand shoots out straight to the mark. The crowd gasps. You can hear it. That solid connection that says, "This one's different." Ogiwara shakes it off, steps in again. Same move, same plan. But Mona's already reading her like a book. This time, Mona counters, timing her perfectly with another right hand. The punch lands clean. Ogiwara's head snaps back. Her legs buckle. One heartbeat later, she's down. It takes only 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's all Mona Kimura needs to end her debut. The arena explodes. The commentators can't believe it. In a sport where most rookies crumble under pressure, Mona just turned her first professional fight into a statement. Ogiwara stays down for a moment. Meanwhile, Mona steps back to her corner smiling. That's small. That says I told you so without saying a word. When the referee raises her hand, the crowd roars again. It's official. Mona Kimura wins by knockout in round 1. A perfect debut. After the fight, Mona grabs the mic for a quick post-fight interview. Her tone is as soft as ever. It's a rare thing to see. A fighter so polite, yet so terrifying. Her first fight didn't just prove she could win. It proved that Japan's real-life Chun-Li was real, and she was just getting started. After a debut like that, everyone expected chaos from Mona Kimura's second fight, Crush 170. Another quick knockout. Another highlight reel finish. But what came next wasn't chaos. It was control. Her opponent, Yuka, a veteran of 16 fights, known for her toughness and iron will. If Ogiwara was a test of Mona's power, Yuka would be a test of her endurance. And from the moment the bell rang, it was clear. This wouldn't be a brawl. It would be a masterclass. Mona opened the fight with her signature front kick, snapping it forward like a reflex. Every movement had purpose, every strike perfectly measured. The commentators immediately noticed it. Yuka tried to push forward, but Mona's legs built an invisible wall. Kick after kick kept her at bay. Some to the body, some to the face. Her rhythm never broke. Between strikes, she mixed in quick jabs and sharp left straights, each one landing clean. The crowd could feel it. Mona wasn't chasing the knockout this time. She was studying. Halfway through the second round, Mona's pace increased. A precise left straight found its mark, followed by a lightning-fast kick that snapped Yuka's head back. The veteran's nose began to bleed, but she refused to back down. Every time she stepped forward, Mona greeted her with another strike. Crisp, elegant, brutal. But what made this fight unforgettable wasn't the damage. It was Mona's calm. Between rounds, she sat quietly in her corner, smiling like she was enjoying a light sparring session. Across from her, Yuka looked frustrated, breathing heavily, realizing she was being picked apart by someone who didn't even look winded. By the third round, Mona was in full command. Her kicks looked effortless. Every time Yuka tried to close the distance, Mona's foot met her halfway. It was surgical domination. When Yuka finally managed to land a clean punch to Mona's face, the crowd cheered as if she'd won the round. That's how rare it was. Still, Mona didn't change expression. She just smiled, reset her stance, and continued her assault. Precise, unhurried, merciless. By the time the final bell rang, the outcome was obvious. Unanimous decision. 3-0. Mona Kimura wins again. This time not through speed or surprise, but through complete technical control. As she bowed to her opponent, the audience rose to their feet. They weren't just watching a rising star anymore. They were watching a fighter evolve in real time. The girl who once shocked everyone with her legs was now proving she could dominate with her mind. And while others were still figuring out how to fight her, Mona was already thinking about what came next. A fight that would test not just her skill, but her limits. By the time Mona Kimura stepped into her third professional fight, she wasn't just a rising prospect. She was a problem. 2 wins, 0 losses, and a reputation for making every opponent look a step behind. But this next Crush 177 match would prove something even bigger. Her opponent, Satoko Ozawa, a hardened veteran known for her durability, a fighter who didn't back down, no matter how bad things got. Everyone expected this one to go the distance, but Mona had other plans. From the opening bell, the atmosphere felt different. Mona didn't hesitate. She opened with a high kick, sharp and fast enough to make the crowd gasp. It landed clean, right on Ozawa's guard, and the sound echoed through the hall. Mona followed immediately with her signature side kicks, cutting off angles and forcing Ozawa backward. The pace was relentless. Ozawa tried to fight fire with fire, throwing heavy hooks to push Mona off. But Mona was in full flow. Her boxing instincts from her amateur days were crystal clear. Precise left straights, perfectly timed jabs, and that same balance that made her so dangerous. Within the first minute, one of her straight punches opened a small cut on Ozawa's cheek. It didn't stay small for long. Mona pressed forward, landing combination after combination. Her kicks whipped through the air like coiled springs. Body, head, body again. Ozawa's defenses started to crumble under the rhythm. Every time she tried to swing, Mona was already gone, pivoting, countering, striking. By the end of the first round, Ozawa's face was streaked with red. The referee looked uneasy, but Ozawa insisted she could continue. The crowd cheered her toughness, but everyone could see who was in control. Then came round two. Mona's pressure turned surgical. A stiff left straight landed flush on Ozawa's jaw, staggering her. Another kick followed, then another. One finally connected clean to the head, and the cut above Ozawa's right eye burst open. Blood poured down her face as she stumbled backward. The referee stopped the fight for a doctor's check. But Satoko demanded to go on. Seconds after the restart, Mona went right back to work. A quick 1-2, another side kick, and a final straight hand that snapped Ozawa's head back like it was hit by a hammer. The referee stepped in at 1:08 of round two. Technical knockout. Mona Kimura wins again. Ozawa stood there, battered but proud, while Mona bowed respectfully. The contrast was striking. One fighter drenched in blood, the other calm, spotless, and smiling. That night, the fans saw a different side of Mona. She wasn't just the cute kicker anymore. She was a technician who could dismantle veterans, a polite destroyer with precision in every movement. And yet, somehow it felt like Mona Kimura was still holding back. After the Ozawa fight, Mona Kimura's name stopped being a secret. Overnight, clips of her lightning-fast kicks flooded social media. Every angle, every replay, every slow-motion capture showed the same thing. A smiling girl turning professional fighters into highlight reels. People couldn't believe it was real. The internet didn't care about context. It just cared about what it was seeing. A polite Japanese woman breaking the laws of physics with her legs. On X and TikTok, the videos racked up millions of views. Fans stitched her fights into gaming montages, syncing her kicks to the Chun-Li theme. The nickname that started as a joke, the real-life Chun-Li, had become official. People weren't just comparing her to the video game icon anymore. They were calling her better. What made the clips so mesmerizing wasn't just the power. It was the precision, the way her foot shot out and retracted before most opponents even blinked. The rhythm, the timing, the expression. Mona never fought with anger or aggression. She fought with focus, like a surgeon dancing. Even celebrities couldn't resist the hype. Rapper and entrepreneur 50 Cent reposted one of her clips, joking, "Street Fighter vibes. I just keep hitting the square button, LOL." The post blew up, pulling Mona's name into Western media for the first time. Sports blogs, MMA pages, and even gaming outlets covered her. Who is this Japanese fighter knocking people out with video game moves? Headlines asked. Through it all, Mona remained the same. Calm, humble, almost shy about the attention. Her Instagram is filled with simple training clips and quiet selfies. She never chased the spotlight. It came to her. And maybe that's what made her even more magnetic. The fight community, however, wasn't just impressed. They were analyzing her. Coaches and analysts broke down her footwork, her use of range, her balance between karate and boxing mechanics. She's mastered control, one said. Every strike has intent, no wasted motion. But beneath all the praise, there was curiosity and a little fear. How far could she go? Was this precision sustainable against elite fighters? Or was she just in her early highlight phase? No one really knew. But one thing was clear. Mona Kimura had done what few fighters ever manage. She'd stepped out of the ring and into pop culture. Her legs weren't just winning fights, they were breaking the internet.
さあその赤木村モナがサウスポー。
And as millions watched her clips on loop, one thought kept surfacing in the comments. If this is her beginning, what happens when she's unstoppable? Every fighter has power and speed, but what separates Mona Kimura from everyone else is precision. In a sport built on chaos, Mona moves like a metronome. Her timing is so clean it almost feels rehearsed, yet it isn't. She doesn't throw strikes hoping to connect. She places them, like a painter brushing a canvas. For Mona, fighting isn't just about impact. It's about geometry, distance, angles. She once said, if my opponent can't read me, they can't hit me. And it's true, most can't even touch her. Her sidekick acts like a measuring stick, keeping opponents trapped in a space she completely controls. One step too close and her foot meets you before your brain catches up. This level of control doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of years spent perfecting a single motion. Her sidekick, the move that made her famous, is more than a weapon. It's a conversation. It disrupts rhythm, steals time, and breaks confidence.
片足になってるっていうリスキーな場面ではあるんですよ、木村選手。
Opponents hesitate, unsure whether to advance or retreat. And in that split second, Mona strikes again. Analysts have compared her approach to a chess game played at lightning speed. She never overcommits, never wastes movement. If she lands one clean hit, she doesn't rush to finish. She studies the reaction, adjusts, and fires again.
ですね、蹴りからつなげていきたいということなんですよね。
It's that patience that makes her terrifying. She doesn't just fight to win rounds, she fights to understand you. As her fan base grows, one thing's becoming clear. Mona Kimura isn't just winning fights. She's redefining what technical mastery looks like. In a sport obsessed with knockouts and chaos, she's proving that calmness can be just as deadly. And that's her secret weapon. Her fight has shown growth, not just in skill, but in composure. She's learning, adapting, mastering. Maybe one day she'll chase a world title. Maybe she'll step onto even bigger stages like K1 or One Championship. But for now, she's doing what she does best, perfecting the art of balance, both in fighting and in life. Because Mona Kimura isn't just a fighter anymore. She's a symbol of grace, focus, and quiet dominance. And as long as she keeps smiling before every fight, the world will keep watching, waiting for that next perfect kick. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Drop a comment below. Who should we cover next? See you in the next one.